Okay, we keep this quick and quiet and they'll never notice.
I think they noticed.
We walked right into that one!
More of them coming in upstairs!
Moshai sends her regards!
We're clear!
So much for sneaking in.
What do we do now?
If you locate a terminal, I may be able to analyze their systems. Accessing the ship's systems now. I have located the Archon's private chamber.
Is the Archon in his quarters?
That information is not accessible, only the room's location.
What's their security situation look like?
An alert was issued, but I have countermanded it. The delay is only temporary.
Right, we need to hurry. The Moshai said the relic would be in his chamber. Let's get there.
Ryder,
I thought you were on the Ark.
too many of our people are missing.
If we don't find them now, we never will.
This is Hager, captain of our Ark. We'll focus on the rescue while you push ahead.
A secondary route is available, marking nav point.
We'll help you get on your way.
Let's
Ryder,
move.
if you
I'm a
access the
history
terminal,
teacher.
I can
don't know how
override
to
the
fight.
door.
And all I've ever done is pilot ships.
We'll try this way to look for our people.
I'm sorry we can't help you, but we have our own mission.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
You too, Pathfinder. Okay, Sam. The relic. Still got a lead on it?
Marking the route to the Archon's chamber. You may proceed.
Proceed, huh? 3 of us against a whole ship full of cat?
I prefer an open fight. The best will win.
Armory of some kind.
Right, for shooting people who try to sneak onto their ship.
Good. They haven't noticed us yet.
They will.
Here we go! Keep your head down and push forward!
Where are we going?
The exit is on the far side of the room.
There's a lot of cat between us!
Dropship incoming!
Dropship? How is that even fair?
They're reinforcing!
We've got cat in every direction!
Careful of the ones up top!
So when do we get our dropship?
Guys, we are supposed to be the cavalry!
Is that your best cat?
Ah! Damn it! We got them! That was the last one!
Good. Let's get the hell out of here. Sam?
You're still on course to the Archon's chamber.
I hope this relic is everything the most shot.
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Reka. I assume those alarms are because of you?
Yeah, had a little altercation. And you?
Undetected so far. Still looking for our people. Reka out.
Guys, that's the Solarian stasis pod he was looking at. One shot from those guns and everything goes up in smoke. The relic, this mission, and a lot of Solarians.
This is the current firing solution on Aunt Pachera. The Ket are targeting the stasis holds midship.
It'll be sliced in two.
At least it's quiet.
Shit, the door just locked.
I doubt that's an accident.
Look sharp.
I see them! It's an ambush! Tricky bastards! Get ready!
We're locked in here!
Then we give them a fight! This is looking ugly! We're in trouble here!
We won't last much longer!
Ryder, we're here! We've got your back! It's the Solarians! Up top! There's still a chance! Reka! We'll take whatever help you can give! We'll provide overwatch! Take them out! Captain Hager, we need suppressing fire near 11 o'clock!
I'm on it.
Ryder, we need to pull out! We have wounded! Go! We can take it from here! You saved our ass! It's a big room! Don't let them get the drop on you!
Ugh, they are everywhere!
Take a look at that.
Are those guns out there?
Confirmed. The offensive armaments of a highly capable warship.
And they're all pointed at the Solarian Ark.
That's going to be a problem.
Your route continues on the far side of the room. This is the current firing solution on Aunt Pachera. The Ket are targeting the stasis holds midship.
It'll be sliced in two.
One shot from those...
I see them! It's an ambush! Tricky bastards! Get ready!
We're locked in here!
Then we give them a fight! It's a big room! Don't let them get the drop on you! Just keep it up, guys! Give them everything you've got! Ryder, we need to pull out! We have wounded! Go! We can take it from here! You saved our ass! Sam, anything you can do?
Provide encouragement. I'm afraid the only option is brute force.
Close. If Rinkus' team hadn't come by...
We owe them.
Yeah. Now where's the way out?
I have located a new path to the Archon's chamber.
Whole ship is probably looking for us.
Over here.
Reka, what's happening?
Selden's wounds were fatal.
I'm sorry. He was brave.
I can't access this terminal. It's not working.
Ryder, can Sam open this door for us?
A moment while I override security.
Reka, we've got a big problem. Did you see those guns back there?
I know. They'll destroy the Ark before we can power up the engines. Unless...
If you've got an idea, let's hear it.
Venril here used to repair FDL drives on private cruisers. Venril, an EMP device?
It might work. If we rig one to detonate near those guns, they'd lose power.
And the Ark would be out of harm's way.
What about your missing people?
I'll keep looking. Captain Hadrian and Venril will focus on the EMP.
Everyone be careful. Good luck.
The door is now open.
I'll stay in touch over the radio.
In the meantime, we've got a relic to find. Sam?
Marking the route to the Archon's chambers.
Why are we still keeping our voices low?
We are infiltrating an enemy ship.
Who already know we're here.
Why take chances?
Damn, they're doing it again.
Sam?
There is an alternate route. Overriding the door now.
Nope.
The Kett are hardening their security. Try scanning the access panel. The door is voice activated. I can attempt to modulate your vocal cords to approximate Kett intonation.
Okay.
The system is asking for your authorization. How do you wish to respond?
Intruders have been spotted on the ship. We need to secure this area.
Access granted.
Impressive, but also disturbing.
Well, we're off the beaten path now.
No fighting them.
Could be the scientists.
So what are they up to? Shit! Weird.
Handy, if you have something to hide.
They found us! Gotta get through these guys!
They're dead!
Be easier if the catch just handed the relic over.
Uh-huh. And who's gonna ask them? Guys, I think we just found out the missing stasis pods.
Maybe the Salarians are still alive.
What is this?
They're dead.
Who could do this to another living?
This Solarian is missing organs. It appears he died after the operation.
They were alive while it happened? Kit,
Someone's going to pay for this.
take your anger out on them.
You assholes! We're not lab animals!
Well, we're off the beaten path now.
A Ket lab. Nothing good can come of this.
So what are they up to?
Nothing good from the looks of this place.
Kit,
They found us! Gotta get through these guys!
they aren't going to make it easy, are they?
Keep it up! We don't want to end up as some experiment!
They are dead.
Be easier if the catch just handed the relic over.
Uh-huh. And who's gonna ask them? Stasis pods.
Maybe the Salarians are still alive.
What is this?
They're dead.
This Solarian is missing organs. It appears he died after the operation.
They were alive while it happened? Kit. You! Do you hear me in there? I'm going to kill you myself!
Bastard! You can't hide!
Someone's going to pay for this.
Take your anger out on them.
You assholes! We're not lab animals!
Die already!
Well, we're off the beaten path now.
A Ket lab. Nothing good can come of this.
The astronaut! Juggernaut!
Could
Pull some hero! Not tolerant! Pull a little more!
So what are they up to?
Nothing good from the looks of this place.
They found us! Gotta get through these guys!
They aren't going to make it easy, are they? They are dead.
Be easy. If the catch just handed the relic over.
Uh-huh. And who's gonna ask them? Guys, I think we just found all the missing stasis pods.
Maybe the Salarians are still alive.
What is this?
This Solarian is missing organs. It appears he died after the operation.
They were alive while it happened? Ket. You! Do you hear me in there? I'm going to kill you myself!
Bastard! You can't hide!
Someone's going to pay for this.
Take your anger out on them.
You assholes! We're not lab animals!
Die already! That felt good.
Sam, how's it looking?
The Archon's chamber will require a new path through the... Ryder, caution.
Some kind of immobilizing field.
It's useless to struggle. I've been in this forsaken cluster for decades, surrounded by amoeba. Then you arrive, a human able to do the unthinkable. You even evaded me. Such an unlikely rival. Was almost invigorating to have one. And yet, it's a fitting end.
Is that what sad looks like? I'd give you a hug, but...
Hey, hands off!
A first, son. Your testing begins now. I will learn your secrets soon enough. Report. Await my arrival. Save your strength, human.
Reka must have run into trouble.
We have her beat. Sam, what can you tell me?
I'm sensing a biological transmitter in your bloodstream now, attempting to neutralize it.
Okay, that's priority 2 for sure. Any idea how to break out of this?
The containment fields only interact with living matter. If you expire, the field around you will extinguish until manually reset. As you know, my access to your physiology allows me to enhance your vital signals when required. I can also do the opposite.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Kind of don't want to die today, Sam!
After stopping your heart, I would attempt to resuscitate, of course.
Are there any other options?
None that I can determine.
Alright, let's do it.
Ryder. Good luck.
It has been a pleasure.
Stopping your heart. Now.
Sam?
Stimulating the cardiovascular core. Zero activity. Stimulating the cardiovascular core.
It's twice now I've come back from the dead. I can't say the experience is improving.
I believe it is preferable to the alternative.
You two look comfortable.
Just get us down from here.
Let's find a way out of this cage, huh?
There is a maintenance corridor connecting to this room.
Okay, must be a way to access it. I'll look for
I'm
it.
told this specimen lays
While
claim
we've
to
got the chance, may as well snoop around. Might be useful intel.
Step away from there!
Push ahead!
Archon, do you hear me? Now you have 2 Pathfinders to deal with, and we're not impressed with your security.
Reika, come in. What's going on?
A little diversion. Captain Hager and Venro need time to set up the EMP. I'll be in touch.
That is one brave Salarian.
Where are you from?
A different galaxy. I can't tell you what I don't know!
You lie. Where is the one you call Pathfinder?
I don't know! I told you! I've never seen the relic before!
The Krogan. Among the new specimens, the ones they call Asari. These Turians, most useful in these cognitive abilities there.
Well, that did something. Let's look around. Here we go. This way.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Does every galaxy have monsters like the Archon ruining everything? Is evil everywhere?
It gives us a chance to prove our own courage, our determination to stop it.
What was that?
Do we really want to know?
Really starting to hate those things.
What was it doing here?
What happened to him?
A dead Salarian. He must have escaped into the docks and then...
They set that animal loose to kill him. Poor guy.
This is Reika. Some of our people are still alive. I'm headed there now. Captain Hager, what's your status?
The EMP is primed and ready.
We're almost to the Archon's chamber. Stand by.
Is that a Krogan?
It was. Probably one of Drax's missing scouts.
The DNA is Krogan, but drastically altered. It's clear the Ket are closing in on successfully exalting the species.
I'm beginning to hate these guys.
Well, here we are.
Captain Hager, this is Ryder. We've reached the Archon Sanctum.
Give the word and we'll...
Remnant origin.
And I thought I was obsessed with the Remnant. Why does he...
The Archon has done extensive testing to this artifact, damaging it in the process. It is no longer useful.
There's the Solarian Arc.
The Archon's anger will only get worse if we pull this off.
This object serves no useful purpose. It is the Remnant equivalent of junk.
The Archon is whistling in the dark on this stuff.
Pathfinder, this is the relic the Moshai described. It does seem to be a map. I'll overlay the chart we uncovered in the vault on Eos.
Is that?
It's Meridian.
Coordinates secured, Pathfinder.
So that's what you're after. There's more to Meridian than you know. Changing the weather is a fraction of its power, and I will not allow you to defile it.
You didn't allow me to escape your little trap either, did you?
That wasn't you. It was the artificial intelligence in your head. I've seen what transpired in the laboratory, and now I know what makes you special. Meridian is mine. I've tolerated you long enough. Once your vessels are destroyed, you'll be stranded here.
Captain, fire the EMP!
Done.
What was that?
We could use his temper right about now. This guy's going to be trouble. Stay out of the way. Give him everything you've got.
Roger. This is Captain Hager. He detonated the EMP.
Yeah, we know.
Rhaegar is still trying to free your captives.
I wish him luck, but I can't talk right now.
You sound busy. I'll let you go.
This is looking ugly. Just keep your distance.
the cat! Is that a Krogan?
It's clear the Ket are closing in on successfully exalting the species.
They're driven and efficient, that's for sure.
Well, here we are.
Captain Hager, this is Ryder. We've reached the Archon.
Remnant origin.
And I thought I was obsessed with the...
The Archon has done extensive testing to this artifact, damaging it in the process. It is no longer useful. This object serves no use.
The Archon's anger will only get worse if we pull this off.
He needs to be stopped. What we've seen on this ship. It would be genocide for the whole cluster.
I'll overlay the...
Is that?
Coordinates secured, Pathfinder.
So that's what you're after. There's more to Meridian than you know. Changing the weather is a fraction of its...
I'm better equipped to handle it than you.
Why? Because you have artificial intelligence in your head explaining it. I've seen what transpired in the laboratory. Meridian is mine.
What?
We could use its temper right about now. This guy's going to be trouble. Stay out of the way. Give him everything you've got.
Ryder, this is Captain Hager. He detonated the EMP.
Yeah, we know.
Raker's still trying to free the captives.
I wish you luck, but I can't talk right now.
You sound busy. I'll let you go.
The DNA is Krogan, but drastically altered.
Well, here we are.
Captain Hager, this is Ryder.
Remnant origin.
And I thought I was obsessed with the Remnant. Why does he care so much?
That's the question.
The Archon has done extensive testing to this artifact, damaging it in the process. It is no longer useful.
There's the Solarian Arc.
The Archon's anger will only get worse if we pull this off.
He needs to be stopped. What we've seen on this ship.
Coordinates secured, Pathfinder.
So that's what you're after.
We could use its temper right about now. This guy's going to be trouble. Stay out of the way. Give him everything you've got.
Finally. Alright, we've got the map. Let's get the hell out of here.
Don't want to be here when those guns come online.
The Ark still looks okay.
Pathfinder, a moment. I'm picking up Krogan life signs on board the ship. Several captives are being held not far from your location. They are scheduled for exaltation.
Could be the rest of Drax's missing scouts.
Sam, do we have time to get there before the Ket restore power?
If you act quickly.
Ryder, it's Reika. I'm pinned down. Don't think I'm gonna make it.
Where are you?
Near holding cells where they're keeping several of my people. They're still alive. I ordered Captain Hager back to the Ark.
You should be with him.
I couldn't leave my people. I had to try. And now, I think it's over. From one Pathfinder to another, farewell. Reika out.
Damn it.
There isn't time to save both. Once the Ket restore power, you'll be trapped.
This is the last chance for Drax scouts. The Archon will turn them into monsters.
Reload. We've got to save those Krogan from exaltation.
Who are you?
Pathfinder Ryder. We're here to rescue the prisoners. Who are you?
Burtek, a scout from Nakmor Drak. I got loose when the power went out, but I can't do this alone. My people are being held at the end of the corridor, with a lot of Ket in the way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything. Let's go.
Get ready. Ket, up ahead. About to be dead, Ket. You have to punch through!
I'm trying!
Or you're welcome to hang back and die. Who are you?
Pathfinder Ryder. We're here to rescue the prisoners. Who are you?
Burtek, a scout from Nakmor Drak. I got loose when the power went out, but I can't do this alone. My people are being held at the end of the corridor, with a lot of Ket in the way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything. Let's go.
Get ready. Ket, up ahead. About to be dead, Ket. We have to punch through!
I'm trying!
Or you're welcome to hang back and die.
Tempest, this is Ryder. Do you copy?
I hear you, Pathfinder.
We have the map, but we're trying to rescue some prisoners.
Those Ket guns won't stay offline forever.
I know. Just tell us if anything changes.
You'll be the first to know. Callow out.
Who are you?
Pathfinder Ryder. We're here to rescue the prisoners. Who are you?
Burtek, a scout from Nakmor Drak. I got loose when the power went out, but I can't do this alone. My people are being held at the end of the corridor, with a lot of Ket in the way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything. Let's go.
Get ready. Ket, up ahead. You're about to be dead, Ket. We have to punch through!
I'm trying!
Or you're welcome to hang back and die!
Tempest, this is Ryder. Do you copy?
I hear you, Pathfinder.
We have the map, but we're trying to rescue some prisoners.
Those Ket guns won't stay offline forever.
I know! Just tell us if anything changes.
You'll be the first to know. Callow out.
There. They catch us, they exalt us. Not how I'm going out.
What's your aim in here? It's getting tight.
Pathfinder, that Ket ship is trying to reset the power.
Crap.
They'll have the guns back in no time.
Copy that. You hear that, everyone?
Let's finish this! Get out of my way! Who are you?
Pathfinder Ryder. We're here to rescue the prisoners. Who are you?
Burtek, a scout from Nakmor Drak. I got loose when the power went out, but I can't do this alone. My people are being held at the end of the corridor, with a lot of Ket in the way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything. Let's go.
Get ready. Ket, up ahead. About to be dead, Ket. You have to punch through!
I'm trying!
Or you're welcome to hang back and die!
Ryder, do you copy?
I hear you, Pathfinder.
We have the map, but we're trying to rescue some prisoners.
Those Ket guns won't stay offline forever.
I know! Just tell us if anything changes!
You'll be the first to know. Callow out.
Who are you?
Pathfinder Ryder. We're here to rescue the prisoners. Who are you?
Vertek, a scout from Nakmor-Drak. I got loose when the power went out, but I can't do this alone. My people are being held at the end of the corridor, with a lot of Ket in the way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything. Let's go.
Get ready. Ket, up ahead. About to be dead, Ket. Or you're welcome to hang back and die!
Tempest, this is Ryder. Do you copy?
I hear you, Pathfinder.
We have the map, but we're trying to rescue some prisoners.
Those Ket guns won't stay offline forever.
I know! Just tell us if anything changes.
You'll be the first to know. Callow out.
You're the hijacked who tortured us! Those are my people you took.
Careful there. They catch us,
Can you run?
Pathfinder, the Ket are close to restoring the ship's power.
Tempest, we're going topside. Track for extraction.
Understood.
Reika? Reika, are you still there? I'm sorry.
Ryder, now! We've got to go!
A team is on its way. They'll escort the Ark to the Nexus. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you, Captain Hager.
It's a day I wasn't certain would ever come.
Now that it has, what will you do?
Technically, I'm next in line to be our Pathfinder, though I never started the training. Reika will be difficult to replace.
Speaking from my own experience, Captain, just take it one step at a time. You're up to this.
I hope to justify your confidence. What matters most is that the Solarian people are no longer at the mercy of the Ket. For this, we are eternally grateful.
Just make sure my scouts make it safely to Nexus.
Of course. Be well, Ryder.
I heard all about the mission. Must have been a tough call leaving Reika behind, but I'm glad you did. My scouts are alive because of it.
Yeah, but the Solarians we left behind?
Focus on what went right. You kicked the Archon's tail today. You took the Ark right out from under him and got Meridian's location. So, enjoy this one.
Your father would have been proud.
It's been tough trying to fill his shoes. I hope I'm finally starting to earn it. Though slapping the Archon in the face like this will only make him more dangerous.
Or perhaps reckless. Your father liked putting others off balance. He said the worthy would rise above it and learn to face adversity ably.
And the unworthy?
Would crumble. I'll leave you to your thoughts.
With reverence, Archon, this fascination with Meridian cannot continue.
It's the key to our future, Primus. The human knows nothing of its true power.
Even we don't fully understand it. Our orders are to exalt this cluster, not study the remnant. Questions are being asked about your judgment. Questions that come from the highest levels.
The answers will be clear soon enough. With Meridian, we can transform every world in this cluster to a wasteland. Either the subjects submit to exaltation, or we will use it to annihilate them. This Pathfinder has opened the door. Now we must be the first to cross the threshold. We must seize Meridian before it does. Like all lesser creatures, it mistakes a battle for the war. It doesn't know its weakness. Or its potential.
The Archon saw my memory flashes? He got that from my implant?
His device went deep. Our connections were wide open when Sam killed you.
He'll know how much we need Meridian. We have to warn the Nexus. We have to move.
I hope the Solarians find their place on the Nexus. A lot of your people were lost.
We came.
I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break. Tea, Sarah?
I'd love a cup.
It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth Tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
You're not the only one, Suvi. I have those senseless thoughts all the damn time.
And? Do they bother you?
It's natural. You'd have to be made of stone not to miss home sometimes.
The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery?
Ryder, that's beautiful.
My father was an explorer, and my mother a researcher. Everything I do here reminds me of them. I haven't lost them either. And Suvi, the threads you followed led you here to me. How could that have been a mistake?
Of everything I've encountered in Helios, you are by Sarah, don't do this to me. Not unless you really mean it.
I know, and I'm serious. Serious about us.
Hello, Sarah. Your choice aboard the Solarian Ark was not an easy one. Your father approached such moral quandaries differently.
Seems like everybody has an opinion on who I left behind. Even you.
I share your actions. I do not judge them. Alec treated death as a problem to be solved. I have now encountered it several times. His death, and your own.
And what have you learned about dying from us?
The self is forged by experiences. Death is the only experience that ends the self before it's understood. So, is death completion? Or an expression cut short before it reaches its full solution, giving a different answer? I can see why it fascinates you.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Liam says he's planning a movie night.
That's the idea.
He's putting it off because it didn't seem right after seeing the exaltation facility. But now there's a delay. I had a thought. Every vid's better with snacks, right? I found an Angaran recipe for these little morsels you can make from a local Helios plant, but it's rare and...
You want me to look for one?
Oh, that would be sweet of you. I'd love to be social with everyone.
A real victory. Our Ark back at the Nexus. I'd almost given up hope.
I find things, Callow. My job description's only one word.
Losing Pathfinder Reka is a blow. So many Solarians joined the initiative because of her. But you did your best. Did you need me?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
I'll let you...
Colony just calmed in. Scouts are expected to arrive soon, and medics are on standby. I won't forget this, Ryder. You chose Krogan first. It's been a long time since anyone's seen us as anything other than cannon fodder.
I couldn't let you down. My crew is like family.
Only family I've had for a long time is Kesh. Guess anything can change.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Tell me more.
Ha, there sure is.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire.
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I'd pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Ascendant, Keep your distance. Don't let him get... Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fiends, kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance. Shoot them in the red fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank them.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
I feel like things are finally going our way, for real. Getting the Solarians back, that's huge. I just wish we could have saved Reka too.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Ryder.
Got any story?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
You mentioned that.
Me? Turn! Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
We can talk more later.
Sure. Ryder, what a victory. Now that we know where Meridian is, the Archon's downfall begins.
A victory feels good, and there's more to come.
You have a good team here, Ryder.
Yeah, seems to be working out okay.
If you'd like, I can provide crew training about embracing emotions.
Oh, okay. I'll think about that.
Okay, let me know.
I'll see you later, Joel.
Hey, are you okay? I shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you. And I hated watching you die like that. I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you?
You are daring. I had to up my game.
Well, you win. Jackass. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to ketify us all.
Can't let that happen.
But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing. Ugh. Let's talk about something else, okay?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Hey there.
Hey yourself.
Question for you.
Shoot.
When all this craziness is over, you think you'll have kids?
Why's that on your mind?
Jill, the best friend I mentioned while you and Sam were cheating at poker. She's starting the Initiative's first repopulation effort at Prodromos. It's all she can talk about. It got me thinking. At the end of the day, this whole thing, the Andromeda Initiative, we're basically here to spawn.
Those of us lucky enough to live through this.
Exactly. And there aren't that many to start. We're a disaster or two away from not having enough numbers to survive. Jill's right. At some point soon, we better get busy making babies.
True enough.
Who knew this thing was just a glorified dating service? Eesh. The biological imperative is kind of a bummer.
So, you want to have a child of your own?
I don't know. That's never been a thing for me. You know me. Whatever my gut says in the moment, I do, and I don't look back. My mom says that's how my dad was. I wouldn't know. His gut moved on before I was born.
I had no idea. It must have been hard.
Hey, I turned out all right. He did his part, brought me into the world. Maybe that's enough. Thanks for talking, Ryder.
Liam? You're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Liam, what's going on?
We found that facility on Vold. Kicked them in the teeth. Great. But the Ket steal what people are. Everyone should have a stake in that. So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Joe. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
You're taking on a lot, making all of Helios your problem.
It is our problem. We're not going back. We have to make it work. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family worked on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends and Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us a transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
It means your family, the Angara, this team. We're all lucky you care so much.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.
That Archon barely sees us as sentient, strings people up like puppets. Didn't know Sam could do that to his Pathfinder. You sure you're okay?
Just a lingering bruise or two. My vitals are good.
Let's hope that sample he took isn't a problem. Losing another Pathfinder is bad enough, even with the Krogan safe. Sorry, rambling. Did you need me?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Won't know until we talk to those Asari on Eos. Any chance of swinging by?
See you later.
I'll be here.
Hello, Sarah.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Pathfinder. Sorry if things got strange last time we talked. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
I know it was really personal. Thank you for trusting me with it.
You say that like I was making logical choices. Thanks for getting it. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off ship. Like the market on Aya. I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
What can I do for you?
I'll let you cut.
How are you? Lexi's been monitoring you since you got off the Archon ship, and she says you're fine, but you were dead, and well, I just want to be sure you're all right.
Suvi, I've had hangovers worse than this. At least this time I didn't lose my shoes. Or wake up in a Presidium fountain with a keeper staring down at me.
There's a story I have to hear at some point.
I should get back to things.
Pathfinder.
I should get back to things.
So...
I would like to welcome our Solarian pilgrims to the Nexus. You have had a long journey, but we're thrilled that Ark Parchero has finally arrived. We ask for patience as we find homes for everyone. To those who doubted the future, the proof stands before you. The Solarians live, and so does their dream. Ah, there's the hero who made it possible, Pathfinder Ryder. Do you have any words for us?
Like Director Tan said, the dream lives. If we all pull together, this can work.
Exactly what I would have said. In fact, I think I did. We all owe Ryder a debt of gratitude. In the meantime, please enjoy whatever comforts the Nexus can offer a weary traveler.
Excuse me. You're the one who saved us.
I am.
Thank you. I don't know what else to say. I'd be dead if it weren't for you.
We all would. Now we have a future.
A bright future. You've been through a tough time, but it gets better. There's plenty of good in Helios.
I can't wait to find it.
Please report any suspicious activity to the nearest security representative. An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much yet is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be remnant in origin. Noted Astari scientist, Pelisaria Baseo.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
This is HNS.
Hello again.
They're waiting for you. Careful.
Ryder made a sentimental choice saving those Krogan. She looked at them and thought of you.
Ryder's her own person. Just admit you don't like Krogan.
The Pathfinder.
Ryder, we were just discussing your encounter with the Archon.
It's true. I had to leave some Solarians behind, Director Tan. I'm sorry about that.
Noted. Though it is good to see Ark Parchero reunited with the Nexus.
Yet I have to question what we've gained, provoking the Archon like this.
He had a map showing the location of Meridian. Now we have it, and a short window to get there. It's the control center for the terraforming network. If we get that working, all our problems are solved.
Based on what data? This is all alien science.
The vault on Aya suggests that Meridian is the key.
While I appreciate what you've done for our strike teams, we're not equipped for a war with the Ket. They'll be defending Meridian with everything they've got.
This is how we beat them. The Archon doesn't know how to bring Meridian online. He can't control the technology. I can.
Vaults, maybe. We don't know if Meridian works the same way. And attacking the Ket, only to find out you're wrong?
Then there's this Sam of yours. We took a chance letting AI get involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with just how involved it's become. I can't support your plan, Ryder.
Then I will. Ryder deserves a chance to try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me. I hope you understand.
What's the matter, Tan? Don't want anyone else overshadowing you?
It's not called the Pathfinder Initiative. The chain of command has to be respected. That is all.
Why am I surprised? I don't exactly have a plan B.
There may be a way.
Pathfinder, apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your brother is awake.
What?
Go. We'll talk later. In the tech lab.
Scott.
Sarah.
Touchy-feely time. Don't you think you slept in long enough?
I thought it was Saturday, then Sunday. Then I figured someone turned the alarm off.
Well, I sure missed having you around. We've hit a few rough patches along the way.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when Dad died.
No one could have saved him, Scott. I wasn't even sure I should tell you.
I'm glad you did. That would have been a hell of a thing to wake up to. I'll miss him. But right about now, he'd be telling us to stop moaning and get on with it.
There's no shortage of things to do.
Yeah, I hear you're the great and honorable Madam Pathfinder.
Please, it's nothing like that.
Well, then I guess I'll give you a free pass on telling me we found home. I'm only your little brother by 1 minute. You don't have to go easy on me. As soon as I get my gear, well...
Careful.
No way are you fit for duty, sir. You need a chance to mend.
Yeah, says who?
I know you don't like being reminded you're my little brother, but you are. So relax and let your sister take care of things.
If you say so. More sleep for me.
You can keep talking if you'd like. Just no arm wrestling.
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Hager. We have an idea about Meridian. Please stop by the tech lab soon as you can.
Will do.
Hey.
You feeling out of the loop, I imagine?
A little, though I've heard bits and pieces of things from Harry and the medtechs. Sounds pretty serious.
Just the fate of the entire initiative. Every man, woman, child, and everything in between facing certain extinction. The usual.
Oh, well, I'm sure the Pathfinder manual covers that.
Yeah, we'll have it wrapped by lunch. There's a race of aliens called the Ket. They're led by a scary nutjob named Archon who wants to turn all of us into them. We both want Meridian, which is the heart of an alien terraforming network we're trying to activate. We do that, maybe we live.
Look at my big sister being all proactive. Meanwhile, I'm mastering the art of peeing in a plastic jar.
You should also know, Dad was keeping some secrets from us.
Like what?
Turns out Sam is even smarter than anyone knew. And Dad used his connection to Sam. It's a lot more powerful than other Pathfinders. So is mine.
I guess rank has its privileges. What was Dad up to?
Dad encrypted some of his memories in Sam. I've started unlocking them.
What were they?
When Mom called Dad to tell him she was sick.
Wow. Mom.
Yeah, I'm still hoping I can figure out what it all means. I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
Sure. What about them?
Thought you might want to know how Dad died.
I was going to ask you.
Habitat 7. There was this alien terraforming machine that had us stranded. Dad figured it out and shut it down. That saved us our ass. Then, hell broke loose. My helmet got smashed. I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. Then Dad gave me his helmet.
He sacrificed himself?
Only one of us could make it, and he didn't hesitate. He was a hero.
All those stories about him being an N7, kicking ass in the military. I always thought they were exaggerating.
You should have seen him in action, taking out Ket left and right. It was amazing.
Huh. Dad, the badass one-man army. Pretty good way to remember him.
You still think about Mom?
Yeah. Especially now. I wonder what she'd say if she could see us.
Dad talked about her before we went on our first mission.
Really? After she died, Dad seemed to shut down. He hadn't talked about her in years.
He loved her. I think he was just lost.
We all were.
What do you remember about how they met?
Well, she was in the Alliance, researching early biotic implants. That's about the time she met Dad. He was on Earth for N7 training, I think. He says he swooped in and swept her off her feet. Had a whole bad boy in uniform vibe that was irresistible.
Dad?
I guess it worked. They got married. Then the First Contact War started, and he was sent off to fight. After that, we were born, and Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
What do you remember about Mom's biotic research?
Mostly that it's the thing that finally killed her. Biotics were an unknown back then. So were the dangers. All sorts of rare diseases hit people working around EZO. Mom was trying to design implants to help people harness their abilities. She was a pioneer, and she actually gave it to him.
What do you remember about growing up on the Citadel?
Big space station chock full of all sorts of aliens. Scary at first, but pretty soon I was playing laser tag with Turian and Solarian kids. Looking back on it, maybe that's why I'm here. The Citadel showed me life has no limit on possibilities. It made me ask, what else is out there?
Feeling homesick at all?
Still trying to get my sea legs, but I think about what might have been, if everything hadn't gotten screwed up.
What do you think would be different?
Well, while you were looking for Prothean artifacts, I was standing watch over a Mass Effect relay. Hell of a thing to stare at every day. I'd dream about what was on the other side, the adventures I would have, the things I would accomplish. But when everything got screwed up, well, I guess I'll never know.
Screwed up how?
Start with Mom dying. I never cried so hard. And Dad? He was never the same after that. He put so much into Sam to save her, but... well, AI's as illegal as it gets in the Milky Way. After the Alliance kicked him out for it, everything changed. Suddenly being Alec Ryder's kid was a black mark. You and I were never going to live that down.
Well, I'll let you take it easy then.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how slammed I am. Got a nap, then doze a bit, then try to catch up on sleep.
It'll get better.
Not before you find that Meridian. I want in.
I'll take pictures.
I'm glad to see you and your brother back together finally.
I appreciate you looking out for Scott.
Your family's been through enough. It was time you had some good news. Though we need to keep him around for observation. Give him time to recover.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
That's all, Harry.
The Initiative has found the Solarian Ark. Reports suggests Perchero was intercepted by Ket forces in the Defino system. Reached for comment, officials refused to provide any details on the status of the Ark or its inhabitants. But they do confirm the Solarian Pathfinder has died. Amid confusion and questions, the Nexus now braces for a potential influx of Solarian settlers. This is HNS.
you hear about
Do you have just a minute? Hey, Vetra, have you heard anything about some lab techs coming out of deep freeze?
Oh yeah, Kesh was mentioning that when we caught up.
Oh, wonderful. I'll have to pop by to say hello as soon as I'm done here.
Oh, I wouldn't do that just now. Apparently most of them have the cryo.
You're back safe, No, Kerry, professional. First things first. Tan sent a little gift for your positive message. I'd make the most of it. Today's a tough one. The Exiles. Probably the most live-wire topic for our leaders. You've met the treacherous mutineers at Kadara Port. Some think the Exiles are a menace to be eradicated.
The Exiles have as many problems as the Initiative. Not every outlaw wants us dead.
Wow, it's almost heresy to hear that the Exiles are anything but filthy... well, exiles. I wish I could draw this out, but I have a meeting, sorry. Apparently some colonists want to talk about the series. Maybe they'll be willing to go on camera.
Should I apply for an outpost? I could do more good out there than I can stuck here.
I like the rest and relaxation well enough, but there's really nothing that compares to what's out there.
I don't know, maybe I should have stayed home.
The Nexus has really come a long way, hasn't it? Sad not all of us got to see it finally getting somewhere.
Public spaces is strictly prohibited.
You're the Pathfinder. Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
It's me.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people, these Angara, and now they're here, on the Nexus. How do we know we can trust them? I mean, for certain.
Remember, we're the strangers. This is their home, and they've welcomed us. They've earned our trust.
I guess.
Talk to them. Get to know them. See for yourself.
Good advice. I will.
We ask that you refrain from picking foliage in the Nexus Commons area. The consumption or sale of any plant specimens is strictly prohibited by hydroponics.
We think we have the answer.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
As you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which one is genuine. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
I can work with that. Just enough to give us an advantage.
The rest is on you.
I can handle it, though it means going against the Initiative. We're alone here. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
I'm learning Pathfinders often are alone. Part of the job.
Sure, if they'd pay us once in a while.
Not after this. You'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology first. Then we'll meet you at Meridian. Good luck.
Largely because Ket technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern. Observe, conquer, incorporate.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around. We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
Ryder, I just read the most fascinating histories about the conflict between the Geth and their Quarian creators. I feel like the Angara and the Quarians have so much in common.
Really? How?
We're both displaced, struggling against cruel enemies to save our home worlds.
But the Ket just showed up here. That's not your fault. The Quarians created the Geth.
Home is home. When home is not safe, the heart is sick from yearning.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Pathfinder?
The use of firearms on the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
Ryder, could we talk a moment?
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Beginning approach.
Fold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Squadron overall. Looking good, team. End for Tiff. Looking good.
Wow. I wonder how it works. Rylus?
That's me, yes. I'm Rylus. Wow. You really showed up.
He seemed thrilled. Honestly, it's nothing special.
Nothing special? You saved the Moshai from the Ket. And not just the Moshai. So many people owe you their lives. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the Exaltation facility sent the Ket scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Ket movement through certain areas of Vold. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
Doesn't matter if they're science Ket, warrior Ket, janitorial Ket. They're all bad news.
Some of us were concerned they might be planning more Exaltation. Or putting more of our people through torturous study. We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
You're talking to the right person. We always help our friends and allies.
I knew you'd help. I'll send the nav point. But I brought the snack.
Whoa, didn't mean to sneak up on you.
Squinching stars. It's the Pathfinder. We heard about how you punched the Ket. Punched them right in the exaltations. So amazing.
Shut up, Beniska. You're embarrassing.
You shut up. I'm being charming, right?
The Angara have been wonderful to us, including yourself. So thank you.
See? We're building bonds here to seek.
So, what's out there? Any tips?
As a start, you could join our fight in Hajara, where those red lights are. I hear someone's looking for help.
Or you could just go there and kill some Ket. They're everywhere.
Anything else you need to know? We've been stationed here forever, so we're experts.
Those red lights, you said that's Hajara?
Yes, Hajara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists. There's people there that might need help if you haven't checked it out already.
How do people manage to live down there?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Ket attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Ket want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's its purpose?
I came face to face.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any... So?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
You...
Tempest, we're going to need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Okay, Sam, what's Vold got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Vold.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
What about the Angara, the Resistance? What's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hajara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
The Nomad's got safeties if you drive up this mountain, right?
Trust me.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
The windows are fogging up on the inside. Isn't there some sort of de-icer?
I swear I will turn this car around. Temperature's back to normal.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Trust me.
The Nomad's got safeties if you drive up this mountain, right?
Temperature's back to normal.
I need help here. This way! almost got past me.
Easy.
Better now that those if you hadn't come along, they'd be halfway to our camp by now.
How bad are you hurt?
It'll be comical. I can get back faster than your rover. You didn't give them time to... But they were more prepared than I thought.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby. Pathfinder, I detect Ket among this salvage. Angaran technology is present in this camp. Scanning will provide more information.
He's down!
This bug should be feeding Ket information to the Resistance, but the connection was dropped.
Why? A technical issue?
Unknown. If you scan additional bugs, I can locate the broken link.
Look, the Ket set up camp.
There's an Angaran device in this camp, Pathfinder. It seems this bug's connection to the Resistance was through a deactivated mobile device.
Where's that device now?
I'll need more data in order to locate it. The ambient temperature is normal.
I continue to learn about your people, PB. And the more I hear, the more amazed I become.
It's okay, Jarl. I'm not holding a grudge.
You are the glue that binds the Milky Way species. Your ability to reproduce unifies all as one.
Yes, Asari bring everyone together.
You aren't proud of that?
My people are proud enough without me piling on.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
I think we saw these lights from the lookout post.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Janlith, I'm pretty sure there's something. I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it. The microbe variety.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
Don't think that ice is for slushies.
Could be something else.
Bad weather for it.
Industrial emission,
Life support is stable.
You're Ryder. It's an honor to meet you. What can I do for you?
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Only the Ket showed us a sink.
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
Stars. It's you. You're the one who saved the Moshai. We've all heard. Hitting the Ket where it counts has really helped our morale.
Finding allies in the Angara has been a great boost for us.
We are united. What? If the Ket move him from the labor camp, we'll lose him forever.
I'll get your uncle.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
I should have dressed warmer. It's not that cold. Let it go.
Are you going the right way?
If Asari can reproduce with the Angara? Hell, yes I have.
Wait. You have? I have too. The implications are profound. It would suggest the universe is holistic. That you're meant to be here.
Is this a proposition, Joel?
I don't understand.
Should we find out if we're reproductively compatible? Just a harmless flirt, my friend.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
That's it. Heads up. Remnant site ahead.
Is that one of their Ket ships attached to the mountain?
If there's any way we can help the Angara deal with the Ket, we're going to do it.
We haven't been able to take down any of their defenses. Many lives were lost trying.
Oh, Ryder. Are you sure? Here? Now?
Huh?
But Joel's right here. What if he wakes up? Oh, screw it. I want you. Let's do it.
All right, pull over. I'll give you two some privacy.
I knew you were faking!
It seems I wasn't the only one.
Look, the Ket set up camp. Remnant site. Could have a few lurkers.
Ket, on the bridge!
Where there's Ket, there's trouble. We have to deal with this.
The windows are fogging up on the inside. Isn't there some sort of de-icer?
I swear I will turn this car around.
I have to say, I wish I could have seen the Archon's face when we blasted away from his listing ship. Sitting there watching the Solarian Ark get smaller and smaller must have made him so mad.
I hope he felt powerless, impotent. It's a feeling my people have come to know all too well. It does me good to have introduced him to that emotion.
Ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online. You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
Stupid thing.
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Still waiting on our visit to Aya. Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
Just checking in.
What do you want to know?
I have to know about the car.
We'd wrench on it as a family. Mom suggested it, and Dad liked a happy mom. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mom wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
I worried my parents.
That's a kid's job. That's why I said goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
Tell me about your...
Dondi, Base, Mazzy... Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I know it.
Ryder.
You probably...
You know where to find me.
Hey, you're 2 for 2.
What do you mean?
2 times face-to-face with the Archon. 2 times you spit in said face. Figuratively speaking, of course.
We were nose to nose this time. Some spit might have hit the mark.
That's a two-way street, Ryder. Ugh. Bastards trying to exalt us all, huh? That's what all this is about?
Could be.
Typically I like high-stakes games, but I'd rather be sitting at the kiddie table this time.
How's your friend Jill doing?
Good. Busy. Apparently, prepping multiple species for procreation is a lot of work. Who knew? Waiting to get it all started was killing her. Now she's being shot out of a cannon, so to speak.
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Well, bluffing and reading players aside, poker is all about math. If the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure. You know it.
We need to talk about Sam.
Dr. Tapero does not approve of how we escaped the Ket containment field on the Archon's flagship.
By stopping the Pathfinder's heart? No, I do not approve.
Relax, Doc. It turned out okay.
Dying, even temporarily, is never okay. Ryder, Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I cannot learn without the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Sam would never hurt me.
Thank you, Sarah.
Look, I'm not against Sam. I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
All right, I'll find a new party trick.
Have Gil teach you 3-card Monty or something.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it. Yes?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain, by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Suvi okay?
More than okay. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but you make her really happy, Ryder.
She makes me happy too. Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
Cora's commando training makes her think Asari have all the answers. Just because we live longer doesn't mean we can't screw up. It just means we have more time to make mistakes.
Thanks for the insight. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me. Ryder?
Any more Commando war stories?
We once infiltrated a dangerous cult by...
How did you stop them?
Nasira pretended that Valenza needed to be purified of evil. She was given a private audience with the cult leader. Valenza shot her, and then prayed for her.
Any more Commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Anything I can help with?
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering, when you found the Solarian Ark, was anything strange, out of place?
You mean besides the Exalted Krogan, the relics, and getting jabbed in the neck? Why are you asking?
Because a few hours ago, we received this.
Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Solarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
That's all. Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
There are plenty of weirdos who'd enjoy messing with a Pathfinder.
That's what I thought. I'll leave those coordinates in the nav computer, in case you want to give this mysterious someone a piece of your mind. Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
Nothing much. Just hoping to research something in my spare time. Oh, would you care to help?
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? It's preliminary, but all that data we've gathered on the Scourge should be good for something.
Is that our drive core?
I want to research new systems, sensors, shields, EMP defenses, to help any ship tackle the Scourge. I'm using Lucille's old blueprints as a baseline. I can read them from memory, but if you and Sam can help, I'd really appreciate it.
I'm no starship expert, but Sam and I can pitch in, sure. Though if you want someone who really knows ships, there's always...
Gil. I know. We barely speak these days. I thought it was best. And yet, Gil's redesigns are what got me thinking. Funny, most Solarians leap at innovation.
Who knows? A pushy mammal who forgets stuff might be the perspective you need.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. That matters. But so does inventing new things to care about. New memories. Gil, then. Any advice on how to ask him?
A little honesty and humility will go a long way.
Gil, may I get a moment of your time?
Well now, your precious ship is running just like you wanted.
I'm researching new systems to handle the Scourge. I could use your expert opinion, please.
Sticking to the old school?
I don't have to.
No sense reinventing the wheel. Though you'd need better secondaries in place. Here.
What can I do for you?
Are you and Gil still managing to get along?
It's cordial, so far. He takes approaches I'd never think of. And having all our statistics memorized saves time. We'll see. Though he insists our two FBA couplings are better than T7's, can you imagine?
You know, I really can't. What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Fold orbit is steady.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Anomaly found. Narrowing down the list of possible locations.
Checking into a fossil Your crew has been cooperative.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city. I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds. The Moshai said you remember when the Ket arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Ket sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared, why my father mourned for months.
I can imagine how terrifying that was for a child.
What frightened me was seeing how helpless my parents felt. All our leaders were confused and fearful. The terror made us hesitate. That's when the Ket struck. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
Pathfinder.
I don't know what to tell you. You're not on the Inquisition.
Use the nav point. Find Keldo and the supplies.
Yeah.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
We have to be careful not to trade away too much of what the Nexus needs.
Trust me, I'm running everything by Kesh.
I'm not selling to aliens. Increase your odds of survival. Where are... Have a look.
I've always lived here. I'm lucky.
Something I can do for you?
It's so hard to imagine what it must be like out there.
I've never seen fruit like... Is fruit...
It's...
I'll get moved.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Moshe said you'd want to hear my experience with the Ket, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message. The spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Ket. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Ket transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
You can't have been more than a child when that happened.
I was old enough to know life would never be the same. Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.